Hey, good morning, everybody. TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. We got Mother's Day weekend coming up. So don't forget to give your mom a big hug and a kiss. I'm out here this morning checking out something I discovered the other day. And it was pretty interesting because I've driven by it a bunch of times. Shopping cart. Gotta get me my shopping cart. Yeah, so here in an area where I go all the, I should say I drive by all the time. I knew there was some sort of preserve here. And it's close to where I do a lot of my walking, but I never quite make it out here. I found something really cool, and let's see if we can get to it here. I have to kind of find a route to get to it because it's a little hard to get to. I'll try to not do a spoiler before we see it. But yeah, so just out here doing my litter pickups and trying to find some new areas, to that might need my attention. And I found one for sure. It kind of goes to show you that if nobody does take care of an area like this, would probably be mostly the city that would be responsible to come through here once a year or something. That, man, it gets bad. And this area has gotten really bad. Let me see if I can turn this around. So I'm right at the border of Riverside and Moreno Valley by the 215 freeway. And now that the light, gets, the sun comes up a lot earlier now, so I can leave the house earlier. I can make it out to farther places and get back home in time to say goodbye to my wife for work every day, which I love to do. So let me flip this around now. So what is it that I found? But can you see that? It's a little pond. And like I said, I knew there was, at some point when they're developing all these warehouses which surround it, you can see in the background. Look at that. Did you see that bird? It was like some sort of cardinal or something. Had red feathers. But look at this cute little pond. And like I said, I know because this corner right here, every other of the four corners here are developed, and I'm sure this corner right here is worth a fortune to a real estate developer. But I do believe that at least as of now, this is protected, and they can't develop on it. But look at that. I hope it comes through on the video. I mean, this is a little pond. I see ducks out here. When I first, there's the crane. I wonder if I can do some focusing and see if I can see another wildlife out here. There is a crane over here. I just don't know if I can see it in the video. And that little blackbird, that looked like some type of cardinal or something. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. There's something right there. Anyway, a lot of really cool stuff here. But yeah, I never knew this was really here. I always would see the trees around it. But yeah, I now recall that this waterway that comes off of the hills where I usually walk comes down this way And I believe that they set this up to be a preserve. There's that bird. I don't know what that is. I thought when I bought a new phone, my camera would be a lot better. But there it is, whatever it is. Looks like there's two of them. One in the front there and one in the back. Maybe all my birder people out there will know better. Look how beautiful this is. Really something. So, that's the good news. The bad news is that even as I was making my way through here just now, I don't know if any of you saw it, but I'll show you some here in a minute. The litter here is just really bad. It hasn't been taken care of, for one thing. And of course, the people that do litter, well, they're the ones who litter. And that's what happens. Oh, did I lose a glove? No. Let me get one glove on here so I can... Look at that. I would say I'd start bringing some fish home and dropping them in there, but it'd probably go to jail in California. I'd be in jail, and the shoplifters would be out free shoplifting. Wow, I can't. You ever thought about what it'd be like to just have one hand? Have you ever really hurt your hand? I remember I broke my thumb one time, and wow, did that change my ability level. But yeah, let's walk down in here a little more. We'll try to pick up some light litter. This is a litter load here that would take bringing in a truck and a little trailer or something. Can't get over all the wildlife out here. All the birds especially. And yeah, you would have to make some big days out of it, which I'm up for, especially if somebody jump in with me. And then just coming out here almost, probably, I would say daily, but probably for me, I'm going to start picking away at it maybe twice a week. I'll come down this way. The problem I notice is that if I start getting too focused on one spot, that my other spots that I have maintained start to get out of control. So, but let me see if I can start showing you some of the litter problem. And over by the street, it's the worst because that's the closest place for, homeless people to hide out and have their, place to sleep or whatever, and then hit the streets, to get to the people so that they can, panhandle or do whatever they got to do to survive. But yeah, see, you got trash in here that's just embedded in the ground. And I've dealt with some stuff like that before. You get a pretty good idea of just how tough it is when you start doing it. Of course, like anything, you don't know until you get in there yourself. But I really today wanted to talk more about just and show you guys this little pond. It's really great. And I already love it. I can already tell I really love it. And I want to do something for it. And once it gets a little better, litter-wise, I'll be able to come out here a little more and just enjoy it. Maybe even throw my fishing pole in. Not that there's any fish in here, but sometimes fishing's just a matter of fishing. You're just fishing. But here we go, folks. So this is obviously stuff I cannot get into my little grocery bags that I fill up every day. This is another level. We obviously have some homeless situation here. I don't see anybody right now, but yeah, this is really bad. I didn't go in quite this much last time I was here, but yeah. Wow, there's all kinds of wildlife out here. You see, if I was homeless, this would be a great spot, but I would keep it absolutely immaculate. I would almost say I'd love to live like that, but not like this, where I just, because my life sucks, everything around me is gonna suck, and I don't care about anything. And if you don't care about anything, you don't care about yourself, you don't care about other people, that's what you do. You gave up. Not completely though, because you're still alive. And you still go out and forage something to eat, or do whatever you gotta do, commit crimes or whatever you gotta do to eat. But yeah, this is a sweet spot. And again, like I said, if I was homeless or really down on my luck, what a sweet spot to be able to call your own. But I would have this place dialed in so good. I'd do so much. The trees, would be taken care of. There would be no litter or trash or anything here. I'd have a nice little clean tent, and I would protect it too. I wouldn't let other people in the same boat as me come in here and ruin it for me. Like, what in God's name is this? Like, what is this? Somebody hauled this down here for what? Just so they could have a garbage can to live in? Why would somebody want to live in a garbage can? You don't have to. They got a workout bench back here. It looks like, anytime you do this kind of stuff, it's a little sketchy, of course. Oh, there goes a rat or something. I'm not going to go any further. It looks like there's more. But what a shame. What a shame. Because this could be nice. You could be homeless and still have some self-respect and dignity. But it's like, no, I'm homeless and I'm just gonna let everything go to shit. Don't care about nobody else. Don't care about the environment. I just don't care. My life sucks, so may the whole world suck. Yeah. Aside from people that literally have mental disabilities, I get it. We should be taking care of those people. But if you're just someone out here who wants to live homeless, it's okay. But make something of it. I mean, who hauled a couch down here? That takes effort. It probably took a lot more effort to haul that couch down here than it would to keep this place clean. In a workout bench? Whew. Anyway, this may wind up being my summer project. When you look at it right now, it's completely overwhelming. You're just like, there's no way I could make a difference here. But you could. With some help, it would make a big difference too. Like I said, if anybody's down to come up with a plan with me, especially if you live in Riverside or in this area, because this is ours. This could be a really nice spot. This cute little lake that nobody knows about. It's almost like you'd have your own little private lake that you come out to. Just walk around or sit and film or, watch the birds. But wow. Not until this was cleaned up, nobody would want to be here, except for the people that like living in this stuff. This is unnecessary. It doesn't have to be like this. Another thing about, I always thought, I wish I really, like a bird, really didn't have anything. Just tons of possessions and stuff and junk that we hang on to, and, what a chance to do that. You don't have to have anything, really, because none of this stuff is stuff you need. And most of the times when I see homeless people, they're just pushing around and carrying stuff that it's just junk. It's nothing that they need. And I'm sure there's something as far as like, hey, I have something, and that makes me feel like I have something, I guess. But they don't really need it. It's nothing they need. Way to be free, just can you imagine being free of all the responsibilities of possessions and, taking care of all this stuff and insuring it. Well, there's the pond. I'll name it after my wife. How about that? We'll wrap it up today with that. Because she's my motivation in a lot of things I do. I just want the world to be better for her, wherever she goes, and for all of you, for the rest of my family, my son and my mom. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. But let's go ahead and, since I seem to be the one to discover this, I'm going to name it after my wife. Her given name is Q Lin. Some of you that do know her know that she has another name, but my wife was born in Vietnam, came to the United States in the late 70s after the Vietnam War with her family, and her given name is Q Lin. It's a beautiful name, and so I'm going to name this Q Lin Lake. Kind of got a nice ring to it, Q Lin Lake. Yeah, I like that. And someday, there happens to just be a trash can here. We'll get rid of some of the stuff so we can get some more. Someday, when this place is looking a little better, we're gonna go for one of our walks that we like to go on around our area. I'm gonna bring her here and tell her that I got her a lake. I got her own lake. It's actually named after her, Q Lin Lake. All right, everybody. We'll see how this goes. You can be along to watch the process. All the birds I can hear, it's amazing. Okay, well, I'm gonna get back and pick up a little bit more, one step at a time. Okay, everybody, have a great day. And again, to the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. And yeah, hopefully you get lots of love. None of us would be here without you. So thank you all, moms, for what you do for us, or your sons and your daughters. We all love you. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.